for this bike here, for the Ninja. I'm gonna rebuild the crankcase. The gears are messed up. The second gear. 1997 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6E5. I got it for $1,200 just before Christmas. It has 18,000 miles on it. Runs well. I tried it. Has a good kick. At every range from 0 to 60 and 60 and above, it has a good kick. The only big problem it has is that the second gear is shot. Second gear does not work at all. It has some minor scratches, cosmetic blemishes that I'm going to fix. It's got the bottom part of the seat here is missing, which I'm going to correct, and it's got this really bad license plate holder that I'm going to correct as well. Back tire is still okay. It's got some more miles to go. The front tire seems okay. It's got some tread. A couple of thousand miles, I suppose. The brakes are good, but it does need new brake pads. I took the exhausts off because I'm gonna fix them up. Here they are. They're pretty banged up and scratched. I'm gonna make them shorter. Also, the guy who had it before me, he did something to the baffles. It looks awful, but I think they tried to yank it out, but they couldn't, so they left it like that. It looks really bad. It's got a little bit of rust and scratches. I'm gonna shorten it by like 6 inches, and I'm gonna paint it black. That's one of my projects. The bike has some scratches. Like I said, the major work is the second gear problem, but it does have little scratches like that right there. It's got scratches on the sides. It looks like it's been dropped. Not too hard, but it has been dropped. As you can see, the covers are a little bit scratched. The handlebar, the right handlebar is a little bit bent. You could barely tell from here, but if you look at it long enough, you could tell that the right one is a little bit bent. The seat, the front part of the seat is not, it's kind of loose. There's a bracket missing that I'm going to have to buy and make. Other than that, it's fine. Oh, there's also a little crack right here. This thing is cracked. I'm going to have to glue it from the inside and then paint it. So my plans for this bike are to take it apart, split the engine, fix the second gear problem. It's probably the shift forks are bent, or the dogs are, wasted. So that's my major plan for this bike. And then also I'm going to paint it and make it look really nice. So take a good look at it now, because once I'm done, it's going to have totally different colors. It's going to be black and green, lime green, Kawasaki green. Took down all the fairings and everything else. Headlight. Okay, there's a bike all stripped down. The only thing left is to take out all the fuels, the oil, and the coolant, and the gas, and then start taking off the engine. I got to take off all the hoses, the chain, all that. Gas, coolant, and oil. I may reuse them, so I want to put them here. The coolant, maybe not. And I also got my gas here, in a line all the way to the gas tank. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna suction it out. I'm gonna like when you're drinking a like when you're sucking through a soda straw, through a straw when you're taking a drink, you suck it really hard and then it comes out. You gotta make sure that the gas is higher than the tank, and then you gotta stop it at some point. I think this tank has a gallon, only a gallon, so it should be okay. It's always good to have the manual nice and ready. I have mine right here. I downloaded it from the internet. My model, which is this one, E, 1993 to 2000. Mine is a 97. And this manual has everything. Pictures, instructions, and I recommend to have it just like this on paper rather than on a computer. I have my own computer, my own laptop right there, but it helps to have it like this because when you're in a hurry, you don't want to be, and when your hands are greasy and all that, you don't want to be getting on your computer and scrolling up and down. It's easier to just do it this way. You can go through the appendix to look for keywords. Just makes it a lot easier. Indispensable. Remove those lines. Make sure you have some type of a rag or something here in case gas spills out. Also make sure you have the battery negative cable disconnected. I disconnected and put a tape around it, and just to avoid having a spark, and put a tie wrap on the frame. That's just a precaution in case you're working on the gas and then a spark, for some reason a spark ignites. You don't want that to happen while you're working with the gas. Some sensors and stuff, and then the engine. The exhausts have been removed. The oil filter, the radiator, the oil radiator. Now the only last remaining thing to do in order to remove the engine is to put a jack underneath and to loosen this bolt, the bolt in there, and this bolt. 3 bolts. And then you jack it down. The engine should be completely off by then. Okay, I got all 3 bolts out. 4 actually. This bolt was right there, and these 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3. This one belonged right here. These 2, the top one, through this hole, and the bottom one through this hole. Got the motor up with a jack, supported by a jack. Now when I jack it down, it should come down.